Alright, what's up, heroes? This is Bounce Breakfast coming at you with a Lieutenant Morales first impressions game. So this is the day that Lieutenant Morales drops onto the PTR patch in Heroes of the Storm. Brand new hero, so technically she's still in the testing phase. You can only play her if you go into the PTR. So we're going to give her a first impressions look, talk about what she may or may not be good at, and take a look at her skills and talents. So going over her skills real fast, we've got Healing Beam as Q, heal an ally for 40 seconds, or for 40 health a second, as long as they are in range. You're just channeling a beam basically onto your allies. Your second ability, Safeguard, you give an ally resistance, so they take 25% less damage for 3 seconds. And your third ability is Displacement Grenade. You fire a grenade. It's kind of like Tychus's grenade where you knock somebody back, but this one works a little different. The first enemy it hits, it's going to explode on. So Lieutenant Morales Medic is obviously a support from the Starcraft universe. Let's take a look at the talents. Here at level 1, we've got Prolonged Safeguard, increased safeguard duration if I want to go for a safeguard build. Trauma Trigger, you yourself gain a charge of safeguard. When you fall under 50% feedback loop, you gain some mana. And Scouting Drone. I've played a few games just versus AI with Lieutenant Morales so far, and I found that she's pretty mana heavy. So I'm gonna go for a feedback loop. I'm gonna go for kind of a build where you can keep your mana up. So get resistant on Tychus. But talking about just kind of first impressions playing Lieutenant Morales, she, I feel like, is pretty dependent on a team comp. She's really good at focusing her healing on one hero and focusing, her ability to keep one hero alive. However, she's not too great at distributing that, and I find that she's also pretty mana hungry. Her healing beam, if you want to use it to top off everybody, like for example, heal up Gazlo and heal up Kelthus here, you're gonna have a bit of a rough time maintaining your mana resources. Also, she can't heal herself aside from her passive, which is kind of like a Murden passive where you regenerate health after being out of combat for 4 seconds. So aside from that, she has no real ability to heal herself. She can put Safeguard on herself and tank a little bit, but other than that, she really has nothing. So in terms of survivability, she only can sort of get away with a Displacement Grenade, which is actually pretty good at disengage, but I find that it's not too great at anything else. The knockback is not bad, but it's hard to use a knockback for anything other than a pure disengage, because otherwise you have to get around the enemy team. And with Lieutenant Morales, because your healing is the way it is, and because you're pretty squishy with not much escape, positioning is really important. So I'm gonna try to keep Johanna alive, but I wasn't there fast enough. Chuck a grenade and I should be able to run away here. But yeah, new talent here, level 4. I'm gonna go for, let's see, Bio Shield grants shield at full health, advanced block, upgraded ballistics, travels 50% faster, and impacted heroes take 33% more damage. I'm gonna go for infused grenade actually. So all of my focus, all of my talents, I'm trying to pick the talents that give me mana back, because in the few games I've played so far, again, this is just the first impressions video, since she's still in PTR, I can't really play her in a Heroes League competitive setting like I normally like to test heroes, but I find her to be very mana hungry. So I want to test out a build where I can use my other skills pretty liberally and still have a lot of mana left for Healing Beam, because I find that Healing Beam soaks up about 70% to 80% of my total mana, I think, in the long run. So I'm gonna stay here, get some healing off on Kelthus. We should be fine. Again, you have to be careful with the Displacement Grenade, because it's really not good for anything except for disengage. Right there, I'm trying to push Tyrande forward by chucking the Displacement Grenade behind her, but again, it's pretty difficult. So it's hard for a medic to play any kind of offensive role. Just as a first impression. Maybe I'll look back on this video in a month and be totally wrong, but I guess that's the fun of making a first impression video, right? Anyways, level 7, I'm gonna go for, let's see, I think Cleanse is the thing to go. Medic is, I don't see Medic as being a secondary support, since she's pretty much, you know, full 100% support skills. Her skills, aside from displacement grenade, is just all healing and damage mitigation focused. So I can see medic as kind of like the one support on a, you know, constructed team where, oh god, let's try to blow some people up. Oh wow, that's one of the few times I was actually able to use displacement grenade as a utility to push somebody back into the team. Anyways, I'm dropping really low on health. There's no way for me to heal myself. I need to run back. But yeah, so I feel like personally Lieutenant Morales is going to be sort of a niche healer. She's not kind of the jack of all trades healer that, you know, would be good in every single team comp. I think she's really great in team comps where you're focusing on protecting one hero, like the old Protect the Illidan comps, or maybe like a Protect the Sergeant Hammer comp. Protect the Butcher kind of comp, where one hero just goes balls to the wall in, and you know, as medic you can maybe go for a safeguard build and, you know, safeguard whoever's jumping in and then get constant healing beams off on, you know, a melee assassin that just dives in. This build I'm going for, I'm trying to go for kind of like a jack of all trades where, you know, medic can be effective in every single scenario, but I can't see this possibly working in a, you know, competitive setting, because normally in competitive settings you want to pick a hero that's best at its role. A jack of all trades, a hero that's kind of good at everything but not great at anything, is ultimately just, I wouldn't say a waste of space. That's kind of a little, you know, intense, but it's just somebody who's good at everything is also, or somebody who's medium at everything is also not great at anything, right? And it was level 10. Stim drone is just kind of your basic, you know, grant massive attack speed and some movement speed to one hero for 10 seconds. Cooldown is quite, you know, long, I feel like, with 90 seconds, but I can see it again being put in good use on a Butcher or an Illidan. I'm gonna go for a medevac dropkick just because it's so cool. This ability, you know, target a location for medevac transport, and any allies that are nearby can go inside of it. Let's see if the AI, you know, will want to go inside of it. So I'm gonna target medevac right here for a gank. Let's see if anyone goes in. So Johanna, wow, this interface is actually really sick. I can depart earlier, going for a gank. This is the use case that I see this. You know, you jump behind them. Actually, I take that back about medic's displacement grenade not being useful. It's totally useful. Oh god, I think I'm gonna die because, oh god, I need a, okay, I got a little too hyped on that medevac dropkick. Plus Taika's AI did not know what he was doing. But anyways, I can totally see a team flying behind, you know, a push, and then medic using displacement grenade to push them back, say towards the towers or towards a keep. That looks like a pretty nice use case there. So I take back what I said at the beginning about, you know, displacement grenade not seeming like it has any other utility other than a pure disengage, because it's so hard to try to throw it behind them. But if you can come back around behind them, that'd be pretty sweet. And medevac dropship, the most awesome thing about it is that it has a really nice low cooldown. With only 50 seconds, you can use it all over the place, and I can't wait to see some pros use this. I think this is one of the biggest, you know, fortes of medic. She's a support that provides a unprecedented amount of mobility that's, you know, just not in the game right now. I don't want to take Dragon Knight because, you know, I want to play around with medic. I don't want to use a Dragon Knight. Anyways, gonna head down here, try to protect Kelthus. Come on, Carl, don't die. There we go. Nice. Nova slain. Try to chuck a displacement grenade at Arthas. Okay. Let's see. All in the dropship right now. We're gonna... Anyone in? Anyone in? Alright, we can depart a little early. Let's see if we can catch Arthas just for fun here. Nope. Failed. But that's pretty cool. At least the AIs know what to do. Oh, there's Arthas popping up right there. Now we're all behind him and we're gonna go get him. But yeah, I honestly cannot wait to see either some top plays videos with that or some pros using that for some crazy backdoor action, some crazy gank action. You know, imagine, I wonder like if Stitch's Gorge works with it. You gorge somebody and walk in a medevac dropship, and then, you know, you take them back into your base and they're just instant death. That'd be pretty cool. Level 13. Interestingly, if you look at Medic's talent tree, a lot of these talent tiers, you only barely have kind of like one choice to upgrade one of your abilities. See, at level 13, all of them upgrade your healing beam. I'm gonna go for healing beam reduces enemy attack speed. It's kind of like a mini imposing presence. I like that too, because healing beam lasts indefinitely until you run out of mana. So I can see it as pretty good. Plus these two make your healing beam cost even more mana. And since I found that Medic is a little mana heavy, I see that as potentially an issue that I'm trying to mitigate. Although thinking about it more, because dropship only has a 50-second cooldown, you know, you might even be able to hearth back into base. Let's say everybody hearths back into base and use dropship to get into the fight and kind of coordinate it like that. I gotta be careful again, because I don't want to take too much damage as Medic, because she has no way of healing herself. So I gotta use safeguard on myself a lot. Alright, let's try to make some cool medevac play right now.
Come on, we've got lives to save.
Tehran is dead anyways. Okay, we're all gonna go top lane right now. If Gazlo can get the message. Alright, Gazlo, let's go. Oh no, they're all gone. Dang it. We're killing them a little too fast. Okay, medevac dropship right here. I just want to see this cool UI. We're not even going that far. Let's just go for a lift. Completely wasted, but it's just for fun right now in a UI game or in an AI game. But yeah, overall general thoughts about Medic so far. I can see her as a really great niche hero. She requires a lot of team coordination as well. To play her effectively in Heroes League or as a solo queue hero, it's gonna definitely take at least, I think, you know, 2 weeks to a month for everybody to kind of understand how Medic is played and what you can do with her for just random players at a decent competitive level to be able to play with her to a decent degree, because your allies need to know what you're capable of bringing to the team, and they need to trust you, because, you know, medevac dropship, they can hop along, you know, inside your dropship, but they're putting a lot of faith in you that you're actually dropping them off in a decent spot. And let's see, level 16, where I'm gonna go for safeguard can be cast twice. So Medic is definitely gonna take a lot of coordination, which is why I'm most excited to see Medic being played in a competitive setting. Let's see if I can save Gazlo. No, he's gonna be fine. Let's heal up Johanna, and let's see if we can try to push Arthas back. But again, using that to do that is pretty tough. But yeah, I'm a lot more excited for Medic potentially at the World Championships for Heroes at BlizzCon rather than playing her myself in the solo queue. I feel like it's just going to be really, really tough, especially if I don't have a full team league game. And currently on the channel, as you know, I mostly go for the solo queue games. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up my first impressions on Lieutenant Morales, the new support coming to Heroes of the Storm. There's probably nothing too much exciting going to happen in the rest of the game. It's just a versus AI game, so I'm going to try to close it out as fast as possible. But I do have a quick little announcement to make before the end of the video, and it's very exciting. And I'm so stoked to tell you guys about it. So Blizzard has actually invited me to head over to Prague in the Czech Republic for the Road to BlizzCon European Championship event at the O2 Arena over there. And this is my first time flying out for an esports event. I just do YouTube stuff, so I'm stoked for it. I'm really, really humbled by their invitation. And from what I know, I'm going to be doing some top plays videos for them after the tournament games, kind of wrapping up, doing a summary of the day with the top plays, you know, from the pros. So it's going to be like hottest plays, but pros edition, which is going to be awesome. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this first look at Medic. This is Balanced Breakfast, and I'll see you guys at the Road to BlizzCon European Championships in Prague. Peace out, everybody.
Victory.